China plans to expand its ban on iPhones, AAPL drops 3. China plans to expand a ban on the use of iPhones in sensitive departments to government-backed agencies and state companies. A sign of growing challenges for Apple Inc. in its biggest foreign market and global production base. Several agencies have begun instructing staff not to bring their iPhones to work. People familiar with the matter said, affirming a previous report from the Wall Street Journal. In addition, Beijing intends to extend that restriction far more broadly to a plethora of state-owned enterprises and other government-controlled organizations. The People said, asking not to be identified discussing a sensitive matter. If Beijing goes ahead, the unprecedented blockade will be the culmination of a years-long effort to root out foreign technology use in sensitive environments, coinciding with Beijing's effort to reduce its reliance on American software and circuitry. It threatens to erode Apple's position in a market that yields about a fifth of its revenue, and from where it makes the majority of the world's iPhones through sprawling factories that employ millions of Chinese state firms like oil giant PetroChina Co. employ millions and control vast swaths of a centrally planned economy. Given Apple's relationship with Beijing and its importance to the economy, it has historically been viewed as relatively safe in China from government restrictions. KeyBank Capital Markets analyst Brandon Nispel said in a report Wednesday, "Is the government changing its stance?" A representative for Cupertino, California-based Apple didn't respond to a request for comment. The State-Owned Assets Supervision and Administration Commission and the State Council Information Office didn't respond to faxed requests for comment. Source: Yeah, makes sense. I had bought the AAPL shares a few days ago. AAPL call. Begun. The iPhone wars have. Tesla is next. China will never let foreign companies succeed in their country, no matter how much they try to bend over to them. The entire point is to steal IP, prop up local companies with subsidies and eventually kick out the foreign companies. The local companies will acquire the assets. Shake out the weak hands. AAPL will be fine. Apple should start to rapidly move its production out of China and into friendly countries. Apple should start insisting suppliers of Apple product components be sources anywhere but China. There's several million people employed directly and indirectly by Apple in China. It would be better to employ people in friendly countries. China's moves make re-globalization without China really exciting. Good day to buy up some Apple. Pretty crazy considering 90 of iPhones are built there. Currently it is just enacting policy of gov workers being not allowed and not banning iPhones outright. People can still buy and use iPhones for personal use, so no need to panic. Apple production in China will still continue. While Apple is moving some production out of China, it will still take time. And also it is Foxconn who is still running those in other countries. The only tech stocks I own are Google and Meta. They're already banned in China, so can't get any worse. Who cares? Fuck China. Yet if the US blocks anything from China, it's racism and trying to step on the dragon's neck. We need to decouple. We need to ban TikTok over here then. China seems to be shooting themselves in the foot here. Apple is known for its premium product and emphasis on security. The only reason why they would want their employees to use anything other than Apple is so they can spy them. What they don't realize is that it's a two-way streak. Leaky holes are leaky both ways. There will be a time they get hacked through their Huawei phone, and it'll be a scandal. They'll lose a lot of face they can't afford with the economy heading into an insane recession. Seems like one hell of a buying opportunity. The drop is super overblown in the grand scheme of AAPL's sales. Thanks for the good buy opportunity. Lol, China views this as equivalent to Huawei. We don't care. Someone else will buy them. China is a horrible country just like Russia, and just like Russia, Chinese citizens will show their true color. I don't care about Apple. China sucks. Super racist of them. That's expected as people distance themselves from pure evil. And it's preferred. Don't take dirty communist money. It's not worth it. After years of stealing tech, they now gonna make the CC phone LMFAO. The faster we divorce ourselves from the immoral, thieving Chinese state, the better. Investing in China is a loser's game. Oh boy, this is getting interesting. Sell everything to me. How much it impacts Apple sales? 5, 10? The Chinese government owns many enterprises. But are they gonna ban the iPhone clones that use the same components? Crazy good buy opportunity. This basically just plain and simple free money. Short term will probably hurt Apple and China. Long term, Apple will be fine and China will be hurt. Something this high profile will further push Western companies from investing and to pull more manufacturing out of China. Hopefully Apple picks up sales in India. Sounds like retaliation for government employees banned from having TikTok on phones. Lol. This FUD is hilarious. So coordinated it's funny. Reduce reliance on American technology? All the Chinese have is American technology. They haven't invented anything since gunpowder. Let us know when you plan to sell. I think overall it's good thing. This keep the tech out from China. Bad for sales but good for tech protection. Ironic, since China stole their technology from these same companies. Funny China does this when they know exactly what goes into the iPhone and how it's made. China playing the Uno reverse card. Good. Western companies have had essentially the business equivalent of the hot girl who keeps leading you on saying, "I'm just not ready." Right now, they gave Western companies the tease of a huge swath of consumers they would be able to tap into. In reality, they just allowed this for a short time to get the companies in the door, steal the IP, and then make it themselves for their domestic market. Companies who let them steal IP just so they could get a taste of the pie can quite frankly go to hell. Traitors, all of them. Apple's not going to go belly up, but I sure hope they feel the pain some before it's all said and done. Makes you wonder if this is just economic manipulation by China to hurt the US. Or they know something about AAPL and what they share with the US government that we don't. Does anyone carry Huawei, Xiaomi, ZTE in US? TSLA next. This is so overblown. It affects less than 5 meters people. And it's just not Apple phones but all foreign phones. Plus, Apple is going to India. With Apple's event next week. I expect 190. Do they make the phones for the US? The US did the same to Huawei. What's unprecedented? Should I sell or still keep Apple now? I bought their stocks hoping their Vision Pro would be revolutionary, but damn, now I'm concerned. Redditors can't comprehend the fact that not everyone needs an Apple overpriced phone. Or whatever that thing comes out with. Like LMAO, I know it's worth a lot of market cap, but there are so many bigger growth companies out there. Lol. AAPL looks way overvalued here. But it always has, so who knows? The US should ban every phone made in China, including the US models like Pixel and Apple. Let's see how China responds.